I'm Sheila Brummer with Siouxland Public Media News. The Sioux City Police Department is looking for a man they say briefly abducted a teenage girl on Monday night. A news release issued on Wednesday says the 14-year-old was walking in an alley near 14th and Pierce when the unknown man pulled up behind her and told her to get into his truck. Out of fear for safety, the girl got into the vehicle. The teenager then jumped out of the truck to safety near 41st and Hamilton. She is now at home with family. A full description of the suspect can be found on our website, kwit.org. Sioux City police are also looking into a house fire on the city's west side after the body of a woman was found there on Tuesday. A house fire broke out at a home near Ross and West 14th Street. The cause is still under investigation. The Iowa State Fire Marshal's office is also assisting local authorities, including Sioux City Fire and Rescue. The South Dakota Senate convicted Attorney General Jason Ravnsborg of 2 impeachment charges stemming from a fatal accident in 2020. They removed and barred him from future office as well. Ravnsborg told a 911 dispatcher the night of the crash that he might have hit a deer or another large animal. He said he didn't know he had hit the man, 55-year-old Joseph Beaver, until he returned to the scene the next morning. Ravnsborg declined to address lawmakers. He maintained he did nothing wrong. Iowa Democrats will make their pitch on Thursday to the National Party to stay first in the nation for the presidential nominating process, according to a report by the Iowa Capitol Dispatch. It's the first time since 2006 that the Democratic National Committee is looking at a change in its early state lineup, which allowed Iowa, New Hampshire, Nevada, and South Carolina to hold their presidential nominating contest before the first Tuesday in March. The DNC's Rules and Bylaws Committee approved a proposal in April of this year to strip the 4 states of their early voting status. The committee announced that all interested states could apply for one of the 5 waivers, allowing them to hold their primary or caucus in February. 17 states and 1 territory, Puerto Rico, will give their arguments to the committee why they should earn one of those spots. The committee will evaluate each state on 3 metrics: diversity, competitiveness, and feasibility. By these 3 standards, Iowa falls short compared to other Midwestern states, hoping to represent the region. Reporting failures during the 2020 Democratic caucuses brings up questions of feasibility. Also, Republicans have made substantial gains in the state's recent elections. Kids as young as 6 months old can now be vaccinated against COVID-19, but Iowa healthcare providers are warning parents they may need to be patient when seeking out the shot. Federal health officials signed off on the Moderna and Pfizer vaccines for children ages 6 months to 4 years old late last week. Mike Brownlee is with the University of Iowa Hospitals and Clinics. He says the healthcare center's first 200 appointment slots for the first pediatric dose filled immediately.
Because of the impact on the families, the inability to see family members, the daycare issues that have come up, we've seen a spike of interest that may be slightly higher than what we saw with the 5 to 11-year-olds.
Brownlee encourages parents to get their children vaccinated as soon as they're able to get an appointment. Health officials say the number of new reported positive COVID-19 tests has increased slightly in the last week. According to state figures, there have been more than 4,700 positive test results in Iowa in the last week. Hospitalizations remain steady. Federal officials say 186 Iowans are hospitalized with the virus. That's up just 2 from the previous week. The CDC also says 2 Iowa counties have high community levels. They are Johnson and Winneshiek counties. It's recommended that people there wear masks in indoor public spaces. According to the CDC, 62% of all Iowans are fully vaccinated against the virus. For Siouxland Public Media News, I'm Sheila Brummer.